Good morning and welcome to Carnation Craft TV. We just had a bit of a glitch there, but it's fine. Well, this morning I am so excited because you know when Clean and Simple's in town, this is what it's all about. But this one is even more special. We're wearing the red because it's Christmas time. We're bringing you the first edition of the Clean and Simple Fantastic Collection. Now, this is the season spirit, and it really has the spirit of Christmas. Now, you lot have been excited too. 30% of the stock of this has already gone. And you know it's the first one we've ever done with Christmas. So this is why it is that magic of Christmas and you need to be quick. Obviously, details are on the screen, 240611. Your show price today, $44.99. Now, get your comments in and everything else, as always, on a Facebook Live, and we can do that for you. And let me know what you think to the new Christmas edition. Now, let's have a look at it. Okay, so first of all, you can see from the packaging, it's a new shape for you. It's a fantastic new design. But just imagine, you know now, if you have got your extra ones all from before, this is version 6, you have now built up your portfolio of the Clean and Simple range. Business in a box, as we always say, but also inspiration in a box for you. Now, let's take a little look. I was very excited when we got this. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very, very, very excited. Now, with Clean and Simple, always remember it's about the measurings done for you, because that's something that I'm not the best at, and apertures and things like that. This gives you key ingredients now. Think of this like your recipe book. This is going to give you a recipe for inspiration. It's going to give you those fantastic detail. Now in here you have got, as always, your perfect aligned mats and layers to give you that perfect aperture, the perfect sizing. You're also going to get your embellishments in there too. You've even got the little accent in here, and this is quite handy because yes, you can use it to put your stamped elements on. I'll show you a couple of different ways of using this, but also in here you have then got your stabilizer, so then your little card doesn't part like Bambi on ice. It's going to stand nice and firm. You've also got your beautiful elements to be able to cut out, and your apertures, your like your cartouche frames, if you're wanting to put your sentiments on there as well. Now with this edition, you are very, very lucky because you've actually got the different colours of the cardstock in there for you to be able to use. Now normally we normally give you 2 shades, but this one, as you can see, you have got in here, you've got your A4 coloured cardstock, 6 sheets, so that is this beautiful cream colour that we've got here. Then you have got your royal green. This is 350 GSM, so a really good card weight on there. You've got your cherry red in there too, so you've got those. And then you've got your golden tan, which is a very traditional, classic cardstock. And as always, this all sits in the back of there too. Yes, Miss Tasmin. So you get 2 of those. You get 2 of the green, and then you get 1 of the tan.
So the 6 coloured card is the 3 coloured card that you get there?
Yes.
And then the other one is the natural, I think it's blush.
Yes, the natural blush one, that you get 10 sheets of that one as always. So you've got the full array of cardstocks, a plethora of different colour that's going to work well as well with all your different vignettes and things that you've got that you can use with your cardstock. So they all sit nicely in the back of there as well. Look at me. Now I've took them out, can't get them all back in. Let's take them out and do this properly. But I love that this houses in here, so it is all a collection. Everything is secure in the inside of there. Then we've got our rubber stamps as always to give you the perfect sizes to work with your cards. It's all about balance and design, and you always get that with the Carnation Crafts one. Just bear that in mind as well. So you've got all of those in there. Then adhesives, as always, in the pocket you have got these. So you've actually got your 5-meter roll of your adhesive foam, all available as extras on the website if you want to get those as well. So do have a look on there. You've then also got your 10mm foam pads. You get 1 sheet of those, and you've got your 5mm ones too. So this is now going to give you all the adhesive that you need as well. If you want to throw in your everyday glue, by all means you can do that as well, but everything is in there. Now we are so busy this morning, and I'm so glad, because honestly when I show you the boards for this is your first Christmas one, and like I say, I felt like it was a little bit like an advent box. We're starting now the countdown to Christmas with this one. Let's take a look at the board, shall we? So this is how incredible these dies are. And with the clean and simple, you always know that these are going to give you that perfect alignment, that matting and layering that really does give it that classic structured edge to there as well. So you have got your different sizes triangles. If you want to do like an inverted one or like a stackapage one, you want to do that. Like I say, you've got your different diamonds, your shapes that you can position on the inside. But you'll also notice this top layer, if I tilt that slightly, that way maybe, there you go. You can see it's got an embossed detail. You've got the dots and like the little stars or snowflakes on there as well. You can use that as it is, but then throughout the shows, because we're on at 10 and 12 today, I'm going to show you different configurations, different ways of using it. Your star is obviously in your collection, and if you want to go and download your vignettes, you can do so on the Carnation Craft website, free of charge. You can get all of those on there. But look how the cardstocks work so well with the apertures. You're also getting your Christmas tree die that you can add to there as well. But I love that we've got that extra little bit of detail at the top. If you've got any of your little LED lights, put those behind it as well, because you could really build up the depth of your aperture. Put your lights behind it. And then the last embellishment you get in, but not the least, is your holly sprig there. You've even got the little bow on there too. So these, you could colour them in if you wanted to. You could glitter them. You could sparkle them, whatever you want. But you can see with that, you have got the most detailed designs. Now, these would also be great. Think if you're wanting a little bit glamorous gift tags on your presents. These would be ideal for a gift tag, a large gift tag, you know, a special present for a partner or for your mum, your dad, your sister, special people in your life, your kids. You can then personalise these as tags, but they are meant to be cards. You can do that too. Now, on with this one, these are your sentences that you're getting in, as always perfectly sized, but I like that you get the two styles of font so it doesn't look too boxy. It's got that free flow with all of these. So you've got Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, Merry and Bright, Warm Wishes, and I have to tell you, there's definitely warm wishes in here today. It is red hot in here today. 'Tis the Season. We've got Happy New Year. What's that one?
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. As a dyslexic, you know that's not going to be great for me to say. Felicia, I nearly said. Wrong one. Anyway, joy and peace, holidays, and what's the last one, Tasmin? I can't read it. Is it Joya Noel? Joya Noel, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Joya Noel. There we go. But obviously you've got all of those, and I love that you've got different sizes and different meanings for lots of different people. Now let's have a look at the samples. This is where the magic begins with this, and the design team, as always, have done an incredible job to bring these to you. Now you can see with a little bit of height and dimension, these are going to stand up beautifully on there. But look at that, you could make these in shaker cards, put a bit of acetate behind them, put your little bits in there. That would then look like your incredible shaker cards. But look at this, using elements that you've got from other ranges. The Christmas release that you launched last week, I think it was, or was it the week before? Christmas awaits. You could use all those on there. But look at this, even if you're just wanting these as decorations on your Christmas tree, because you've got the little hole there on the inside, can you see? If you put two back to back, you can actually put thread through there and you could hang them on your Christmas tree as well. But just look how beautiful these are in the different colorways. So making it an ageless, timeless classic for all those Christmases to come and beyond. And then look at this with the gold. Sophistication, you've got beauty on there, you have it all. And as always, you know the design team like to mix it up like I do. And you can see with there, you've got the bells, not just for Christmas on there, but that is two of the shapes just twisted round a little bit. But if you're wanting more traditional, you are wanting that beautiful look, then obviously we have got traditional for you as well. But these look really, really incredible for you to do. If you're wanting the Season Spirit Card Making Kit, then this is the one for you. Have a look on the website, carnationcraft.co.uk, 240611. But just to give you the heads up as well, that we also have the corresponding cardstock that's in the kit. If you want to get that individually, when you're on the website, do have a look for it, because we have got the 3 colour tones. We have got the golden tan for you if you're wanting to get that one. That one's available, 20 sheets of A4. So if you want to use that, but again, that's a soft gold, so it would be ideal to use all year round. 240617. It's all right, don't worry. 617 for you just there, 20 sheets. And then if you're wanting to get the cherry red that we've also got for you, 20 sheets of that one, $14.99, 240616. And then the last but not least, the Season Spirit. This one is the royal green, and that is a real, I would say, like a racing green. It's a beautiful shade. It's going to be ideal all the year through as well. So even if you've got any of the colours left over, even the red, that'd be ideal for Valentine's Day, which, you know, isn't that far. Once Christmas is over and done with, that's what it's all about. Now, most excited, I want to be able to show you a demo, so let's get into it. So first of all, I thought we would do a little demo. Yes, Mr. Tasman.
We've got a lot of people commenting, so we'll get to
okay
in a second.
Yep. But
Wheeler, we've got a birthday today.
Have we? Oh, happy birthday. Who is it?
It's Chrissy. She says, good morning, Taz and Dawn. I've ordered. It's my birthday present to me, as it's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. What a fabulous gift to get for yourself. Hope you have a fabulous day, Chrissy. Well done. Happy birthday. Oh, that's lovely. But we've got lots of you with us this morning. And like I say, 30% of the stock, and I've only just shown it you, has already gone. We're all ready for something new. We're ready for something exciting. And this one is going to be ideal. But also, don't just think of it for Christmas. Think of this one as well. You know, like for little boys' cards and things like that, because anybody who likes tents, camping, anybody who also, because of the shape, you can make it in the colours of like a tent or something. Anybody who likes going to the festivals and things, this is going to be a great one for you to have in there as well. Now, I've got 2 or 3 different things I want to show you with this one. Now, you will get this little piece in your kit. Now, like I say, I've also used it as a plaque to go across the centre of my card. But this one is mainly the stabiliser. Now, I know a lot of you, and I've done it with this one to show you, will pre-score your card, put your tape on, and then what you will do is then use that. That's fine, but you can also find sometimes your card will still slide about. This is the mechanism that goes inside. So what you do is you fold it in half first, and then you fold it back on the score lines, and this then gives you that little shape. And I'll show you, you stick it on the inside of your card, and this then will actually hold the card and stop it then overstretching. So it's a genius piece of your kit as well. Now with the dies, what I did do is, let me bring mine in just so I can show you. Now with this, you get all your mats and layers. This is the genius bit about the Clean and Simple, because like I say, if you had to try and cut the angles to get this right for your mats and layers, it would be a job and a half. Everything is pre-done for you. Even the centerpiece, you've got alignment to help with the different sizes. This is going to make it precise when you are using those. You've even got the extra layers that you can use on their own, but obviously cut them individually when you do so. So just let me put that back over there. And then we've got all of those there too. Now, let's start putting this together. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue, first of all, on here. But I will show you with the mechanism as well. But I wanted to show you in case you get the piece and you're like, what do I do with this one? How do I use it? It's, you know, it's incredible the engineering that goes into these cards to make these work. So I just wanted to make sure that we showed you that first. So take your piece as well. And what you're going to do, you can use red liner tape or you can use your wet glue. This is your everyday glue. Have a look on the website. You only need a tiny little bit. And what you're going to do, while obviously you're going to stick this while everything else is drying. Okay, so you lift your card up. You're going to position this, I would say, about in the middle, halfway down. So stick one side down, leave that piece up, and then stick it all in at the same time. Don't try and overstretch it and make one piece fit the other piece. Literally stick one side down and then stick it over the top. So now this is on the inside to save our card overreaching. Okay, so that's there ready to go. Then I've got my mats and layers. We're going to add a little bit of the glue, everyday glue, to the back of here. And this will then give a super strong bond and then attach this to the front of the card. I'm using the tan shade, but you can see it is like an old gold. It's very, very soft. And if you're not wanting something that's too reflective, this is going to be great for you to do. So utilize that one as well. Now, I used some of the foam pads from the kit too, because I wanted that little bit of height and dimension on there. I'm just going to use a poke tool. This makes it a little bit easier. Just stab them, and this just gets the back off a little bit easier. Because for some reason I didn't use the tape. I don't know why on a lot of them. I actually used the foam pads this time. So using this onto here, just take these off. This is how I do it. Just stab them in the back. And then you can see then this works really, really well. So I'm going to take this now and just pop this over the top. But with that perfect alignment that you are getting with these dies, wow. Honestly, if I had to try and cut that, it wouldn't look anything like, believe you me. So that just shows you. These are easy peel as well. So just show you, even with my Daftely nails, these will come off. But we are so, so busy. Thank you so much, everybody, this morning for being with us. It's incredible that, you know, the journey that we've been on with the Clean and Simple, you're absolutely loving it still. So thank you. Yes, Miss Tasmin.
Well, just while you're peeling those, we'll say hello to people who have kindly commented in.
Oh.
So over on YouTube, we've got Angela, who said she ordered this last night. We'll go with so many collections.
Yes, it will.
We've got Pamela who's saying this looks interesting. Stephen's ordered, and Janine has said good morning.
Oh, good morning. Oh, well done, Janine. Good morning. It's great to hear from you. I'm glad you're there and you're all good. Oh, bless. I'm just going to put a little bit on there. But thank you, everybody, for commenting and being with us this morning. We're very, very busy, like I say. But you can see with this collection, and it was a little bit like the night before Christmas. I'm not going to lie to you. Last night, I couldn't sleep because I was so excited about showing you this, because it is the first launch of the Christmas ones that we have actually done with the Clean and Simple range. And it really does shine. Each collection just gets better and better and better. And we've got so many new things to show you. Now, you will also see with the star, what I've done is I've taken the point, the long point off and put a foam pad on that. I want height and dimension to it, but by taking that bit off, it does just elevate it a little bit more and gives it a little bit of a drop shadow there. And you can see already it's giving it that little bit of detail on there. Like I say, I've done the first one in the cleanest, simplest form, but then we're going to elevate it throughout the hour and show you so many more different things. So let's just pop that onto there. I've used one of the stamps. I've used Season's Greetings, and this also I'm just going to sit so it kind of, not so it always just sits on the edge, but it just kind of eats in to the dimension. And I'm going to show you some off the page cards and things like that. So lots of different tricks and details that we're going to do today. So a little bit of glue on there as well, and then I'm going to pop this onto here. Now, yes, if you want to add gems and jewels, you can, but you'll also notice that you have got that embossed detail that's in this top layer, so that will give you that lovely finished look. So if I turn this around and hold this up, like I say, the inside is now glued. That will hold my card up, so I haven't got to worry about it, you know, disappearing. But look, that just supports it on the inside. Like I say, I folded the top bit because I wanted to show you the different ways of doing it. But if you didn't fold it, then obviously you would have that little bit more of an opening there too. So really, really great. But look how stunning. You can make and sell. Just think, being able to make and sell as many of these. It might be for your church, you want to do Christingle cards, things like that, but as gift tags. On your stalls, when you're making and selling, or online, you can make really fabulous gift tags with this, with all the different collections that you can get from Carnation Crafts as well. But as you can see, this is Clean and Simple. It's your first edition of the range for the Christmas ones. 240611 on this one. $44.99 is the special show price. Should be normally $49.99. But if you're just wanting that minute or two just to make up your mind and see what you can do with it, take a look at this. you go. So that is your clean and simple. This is the latest edition of your Season Spirit card making kit. Beautiful luxury collection. $44.99, 240611. Available on the website carnationcraft.co.uk, where then you can also get your vignettes, your pre-coloured images that you can now use to cut out. But what an incredible collection. So let me show you a few more finished examples that the design team have done. And just to show you, can you see how they've used it on the inside? You know, like the stabilizer that I was saying to you. The stabilizer is in there to help your cards rather than them just parting and slipping. This is going to stand up beautifully on any windowsill. But look at the detail. Now, these are using some of the elements from last week's, not last week, the week before collection. Christmas awaits on there too, but you've got little characters that you've probably seen before. Now, changing the look of the card as well, turning it on its side. So again, these could be place settings and things like that for parties or weddings and things like that. Could be a Christmas wedding. You could add those into there. But then look how gorgeous these can look. It can be a special card for a mum, for a teacher, for a sister. You have now got the basis, the foundation with the clean and simple kit to give you perfect alignment with the layers, perfect alignment with the apertures and everything else. And you can see how each and every one is so different. And at the end of the day, with this collection, you are basically using your cardstock. And how many of you have got, you know, reams of cardstock? This you can change up and make a designer finish card or a label or a tag for a fabulous present with these. All make and sellable, but look at the detail, the dimension, the extra little pieces you've got of interest. It does make me think it's a little bit Scandi as well. So if you're wanting to do it in more Scandi colours, more traditional colours, you can do that too. But look how gorgeous these are. There's your Christmas tree. In this one, they've not used the vignettes. They've used the mirror board and satin card, and they've also used like a few gems over the top. So you don't always have to do the cards like that. If you just want to do white on white, this would look so beautiful. And obviously, if you've got snowflake dies and things like that and special ones, this would be great to use with those too. So think about getting all of those. That is your fantastic Season Spirit card making collection that we have got for you launching this hour. And like I say, a lot of you are loving this as well. So I'm so glad that you're loving the latest collection design that we have brought to you. 240611 for that one. Now, let's do a little. Should we do another little demo? Yeah. Now this one is a little bit more in depth, okay? So because you know me, I look and see shapes differently sometimes. Now I know some of the design team have done like a couple of layers like that, so it will stand up, and they've done things like that. But I thought, well, let's take it to another level. Let's add even more. So it could be a centerpiece on a table. So I'm going to show you like a variation on that one. So let's take these out. And I'm also using elements, the vignettes from Christmas Awaits.
Yeah.
Christmas Awaits. I can never remember names. Anybody who knows me knows I'm terrible. So Christmas Awaits. So let's take this. So just to show you, because when you get the die set, and you open it out, when you cut your first layer like this, you'll notice it's a little bit hard to see. Can I take the main piece out, the collection? I'll show you. Let me show you, it'll be easier to do that. Now, when you take this piece out, no, wrong one, Wheeler. Let's get this one to show you. Now, that's the one that I need to show you. Let's pop these back because these are all sliding out. So, in there. Now, this one, you will notice when this goes on your cardstock, it kind of gives you like a faux, well, it's to help with your alignment, obviously, but it also gives you like a faux score line. So you've already kind of got a line there. So my thinking was, let's utilize that and let's fold these in half, okay? So what I've done is I've cut 4 of these, and we're going to glue these back to back to make a really wide Christmas tree. So again, it gave it all that detail, but then I wanted something a little bit more elaborate. So if it was going to be like on my windowsill or something like that, I've used Christmas Awaits, the decorative elements, because they're all double-sided, so you can use the reverse. I've also used the bow and the little robin, so I'm changing it up a little bit. Now, this is where your wet glues are fantastic, because you've got that wibble wobble ability to be able to slide these together.
Is that the technical term?
Yes, the wibble wobble ability to slide it together, because red liner tape, you get one grab, one hit, and sometimes you can't always, whereas with this I can slide that into place. Just hold it a few seconds. If you're never sure, just clip it. Don't use not safety pins, paper clips, because sometimes they're tight and it will give an indentation in your card. Use some of your pegs, you know, that you put your washing out with. They're brilliant for that as well, so just use a little bit of that one. So yeah, because over the years I think I've learned with paper clips, they do kind of mark your cardstock, or they don't hold it firm enough. But with your everyday glue, you've got that great adhesion, and I know a lot of you do use that, so just pop some of that onto there. I'm just taking it round a section at a time, just gluing these together, but you can see already we're starting to get that fabulous shape. This is the last one in the collection, so this is both sides, and this glue dries clear, so don't worry. But it's great because, like I say, you have got that little bit of time to give it that little bit of movement and play onto there as well. So let's add these onto here. But what I would do is I would have a night where you cut all your pieces out, and then I would have a day where you kind of glue like your bases, and then have a decorating day. But you imagine if you have got people come in for Christmas dinners, things like that. But even with this, you could actually use it just on the table as a little place setting. I'm just going to hold that to make sure it's glued. I'm working a little bit faster, but obviously, you know, at home, let that dry. Then just pull it into shape once it's dry, and you'll be able to see that is now fused and glued together. So now we've got a dimensional tree, which I love because I like shape and dimension. Now, with obviously the vignettes that you're going to get from Christmas Awaits, what I've done is I've taken the bottom and I've actually cut a straight edge, because otherwise you will find with the little bits it won't sit flush. Now with these again, I'm going to take and just glue around the edges, okay, because I don't need to glue all of it, just around the edges a little bit. So this is going to sit on the main bit of my card. These are such a beautiful collection to work with this, and you'll notice, can you see how the colours in this, the colours that are in this work so well with the cardstock you get in, so in your beautiful collection. So you can see there, I don't mind the overhang on these bits, but I wanted to just make sure that these sit onto here. So I'm just adding that in. By folding it, you'll find in the centre you'll get a better effect. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue onto here, because I want this then to pop that on there. But yeah, thank you everybody. I know we're still very busy. There's a lot of you. Yes, Miss Tasman.
Well, we need to say hello to people on Facebook now.
Hiya.
So we've got Suzanne Page who's saying good morning.
Good morning.
Slade say good morning. Linda McLeod. We've got Mary
wow.
Jewel. We've got Joanna who said, good morning, ladies. I've ordered all again.
Oh, wow.
My bum is getting sore on this naughty step.
Oh, well, do you know what? There's worse things in the world, and I'm not being funny, but I even, yesterday, had a conversation. I was like, I can't wait to put my Christmas tree up. I've got all my fabulous baubles and everything, and you know what I mean? Just putting your tree up. Oh, I could quite happily do that. Yes, Miss Tasman.
And then we've also got Yvonne who's saying good morning. What a super kit.
It is.
We've got Joe Papworth saying good morning.
Oh, good morning.
When you've got a second wheeler, please can you tell Joe the size of the card?
Okay, we will do that. We will measure one for you, Joe. Not a problem at all. So you can see all I'm doing is going round and adding these in the centre. Like I say, I'm not worried that little bits are overhanging there. I quite like the detail in that one. So this is what I'm doing with all these pieces. But it just shows you how you can bring elements in from other collections with this and still make it work on there. Now, busy, like I said, we are now at 40% of the stock. You know, once it starts getting to 50%, people, it will get more and more busier. Don't miss out on this one. If you did want to get this one, please check out your baskets. Go over to the Carnation Crafts website and check them out as quick as you can. I don't mean to panic anybody. I really, really don't. But you know, when we bring something different like this, which is so different, everybody wants it, and especially with Christmas. So you can see now, all I'm doing then is we can rotate it, and on it, whichever side somebody looks at, you've got that beautiful design on there. Now with the bows, these are from the Winter Awaits. Christmas Awaits Winter. I'm changing names, see. Now this one, it actually comes on the edges there. So what I've done is I've cut those off, and what we're going to do is position these underneath. But as always, I've curved and shaped them a little bit to make it look more bow-like. So what I'm going to do first of all is take a little bit of glue, and we're going to glue these onto here. So don't be frightened to change the shape, the structure of the dies to make it fit your project, because I think sometimes people only kind of use them in one certain way. There is so many ways with Carnation Crafts dies that you can change the look of them as well. So we can do that. So all I'm doing is now we've made it more like a traditional bow, but then I thought the top looks too flat. So what I've done is taken another one, but what we're going to do is turn that round and pop it that way so it looks like a full luscious bow. So again, play with the bits. Don't, you know, if you're not sure, cut them out in plain cardstock so you're not printing out your vignettes and ruining them or anything. But hopefully you can see now, look how full and luscious that bow is, just by a few little snips and changing the look of what I've done there. So with this one, again, I'm going to stick this to the top of the tree. Actually, I'm going to use a little bit of Pinflow for this one. And this then is going to give it a different look to the structure on there. My bow is slightly wet, so just bear with me. But I wanted to show you that it's handy to be able to cut different bits sometimes. And this just makes it so much easier. So I'm just going to stick that there. And that's going to sit. But you imagine how many different bits of detail you can add to this. I've got my little robin as well. He's going to sit on here too. Just let me get rid of that little bit of glue on the end. But the little robin is from that collection. So you've got all those extra details. I will show you in a minute. Obviously, I can't lay this down at the moment while I'm just doing the upper bits. But you can see, look, it's coming together. It's looking beautiful. And then what I'm going to do is just take a few of these extra pieces that are still from that extra Christmas collection. And we're just going to thread a few of these into here where I do feel there's a little bit of white space, because that now is the frontage. This is the front of my card. So don't pop your extra bits in to balance it until you've decided on which side. So if I turn this round, you can see we've got a beautiful 360 degrees of beautiful card using the card blank shape. But look how gorgeous that is. Who wouldn't want that on their Christmas table? Who wouldn't want that as a card or even as a present gift tag? You can make different layers. You can add more layers to it if you want to. Obviously, my glue's not quite dried yet, so when you do make these, take your time. But hopefully that will show you how versatile this new collection, the Season Spirit collection, is. It's not just all about cards. You could put this on the front of a card and have like a pop-out card on the front of it as well. Cut an aperture on the fronts of your bigger cards, but such a beautiful one to do. 240611 on that one, 44.99 on that one. Now I'm going to do a quick measurement, if that's all right, for that lovely lady who emailed in. Let me find one with not too many. This one. So let's do inches, and like I say, so it's 0 at the top. This one is, I would say, 6 3/4 in height. Okay. And then the base on this one is 4.5. 4.5 inches by 6. 6 3/4, sorry, by 4.5. 4.5, yeah. So it's a good size. If I bring in a large pair of scissors, hopefully that will show you all the glue. You can see it's a good size card. If I bring my hand in as well, fabulous size. Anybody's going to be proud to give that. But if you wanted to put it on the front of a, what I'm going to do, I'm being really naughty here, Tasmin. Let me take, I am being very naughty. What I want to do is, let me show you this as well. If I take out a piece of cardstock out of my kit, and I fold this in half, because I want to inspire you as well, okay? So, taking this off, we're going a bit rogue, but you'll get where I'm coming from. Now, so, card blank. This then, this is an obviously A5 now. That will sit on there. You could do your matting and layering. That would sit on there too. If you're wanting to do like a pop-out version, you would cut 3 of the triangles. You could stick that onto your card. So it would actually give you a pop-out card, because then that would fold in the envelope or a box, but then that would pull up, and then you could have that on your card as well. Use your matting and layering, your background papers and things like that, but there's so much you can do with that. Even if you turned it sideways, you can then, look, you could have that on there. You could have another one this side on a really big card, so it looks like it's near the tree, and you can stagger your design. But I'm just trying to show you the versatility of this is incredible. Now look at this on the front of an A5 card. Look at that. And that's just 2 of the triangles. So much use, variation, you know, inspiration and incredible detail. And it's about educating you with your shapes. So like I say, cut them out in any cardstock you've got. Doesn't have to be your best stuff. Save that. But once you get a design that you like, use that as a template then to move it. And as you're working with it, that's when I then got inspired to make this one. You will start seeing different shapes and different ideas. So I hope that helps you a little bit. Got any questions? Messages in on emailing. I thought I've given you something new there. Obviously on YouTube and on obviously Facebook Live, you can message us in. Yes, Miss Tasman.
Well, more people are messaging in.
Oh,
We've
wow.
got Sharon Barsley over on Facebook who said, so
Well
excited to have a play with mine when it arrives. Super job, Carnation. Wendy's saying, morning, Taz and
Good
Dawn.
morning.
What a wonderful Christmas kit. Well done, Carnation. I will be joining everyone on the naughty step. Suzanne Page said that's an absolutely gorgeous card, Dawn.
Oh, thank you.
Joe is saying thank you for the sizing. And then over on YouTube, we've got Sharon Tidmus who says, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Loving this collection.
Oh, good.
Just ordered this along with a few more items. Definitely on the naughty step this month.
Definitely. But this is the thing. I like to be able to show you that you can use collections that you've already brought and collections that future-proof. It's a future-proof system, but the clean and simple is to give you the apertures so you can make quick cards, but they look like they've taken you a long time to do, because the measurements on this, you'd have to be, you know, like one of the top engineers out there to be able to engineer and get the size in, the apertures right. This does it for you. So again, you know, magic with the collection that we've got for the season spirit. But this is your brand new one from the Clean and Simple range, and it is incredible. Now let me just show you the boxing again so you can see exactly what you are getting. If you've just joined us, hello and welcome. But obviously 40% of the stock of this has already gone, and this is the first hour of launch. Now this is your Clean and Simple, your season's spirit. First Christmas one we've ever done, but if you have got the portfolio now and you've got them all and you are starting to bring them all together, this now is going to give you that magic of Christmas right here. Look how beautiful they will all sit. You'll see it's got all the colour tones on there, so you know exactly, and it tells you which ones are which on there too. But let's stand this up. You imagine this on your shelf. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I love it. That is just your, think of these as your magic portfolios. The inspiration will just keep coming with these. And the thing is, because they are classically designed, you will find these aren't going to date. They're not like a certain die that you'll only use once. These will just keep intermixing. And there'll be stamps from one you can mix to another. Obviously the Christmas ones, you know, you could use on the different shape ones and things like that. But they will all intermix. So do think about those as well. So let's put these to one side. Now in the box, as always, the packaging is incredible. Everything is housed on the inside. It comes to you beautifully wrapped like a Christmas present. You've got everything in there. Now you've got all your dies to your left hand side. Always you've got your mats and layers, your perfect mat and layer, can we just say, and also your perfect alignment for apertures. You've got your details and your embellishments. You've got your star, your holly and your Christmas tree. Then you've got your extra triangles. So if you want to build this up, you want to stamp onto them, you can do that. And you've also got your little support bar that goes on the inside of your card. So you've got all of those too. Then look how lucky are you with this collection. You are actually getting in here 6 sheets of this beautiful, of your coloured cardstocks in there. You're getting 2 of the red, 2 of the gold. Well, I'm calling it gold. It is the actual golden tan. And then you have got that beautiful green in there too. So you've got that royal green, your cherry red in there too. And then you have got your 10 sheets of your natural blush. And as always, this smoothly melts into the colour palette that you've got there. So instantly you've got that inspiration. 350 GSM for your coloured cardstock to give you a card that rigidity and that strength. 250 GSM for your blush cardstock as always. So easy to die cut. This slots in the back, which is genius because you can keep those all together, and you've always got your inspiration of your colour palette there with those. Then you've got your rubber stamps. These are all self-cling. You can use it with an acrylic block. You can also use these with a stamp positioner. Very easy to do. Then in the front, you've got your foam tape and your foam pads. You're getting 5 meters of your foam on a roll, which will help with height and dimension. This is all 2 mil thick. Then you've got one sheet of your 10mm size pads, and you can see there you've got that height, and then you've got your one sheet of your 2mm ones on there, and you can see they are just slightly less in depth and dimension. All available extra if you want to get them on the website. Would highly recommend that you get those and your glues ready for when this kit comes, because you are going to get craft crazy. Everything comes in the kit. It's beautifully done. Even if you were buying that for a first time crafter, everything is in there for them to be able to start making the most beautiful, beautiful cards or tags like we said to you before, and that will give you that detail there. Now let's show you a few more finished examples that I've got over here that I want to show you as well. Now look at this. Behind the back of the aperture, you can put the Christmas tree. You can add that extra little dimension in there and give you that little bit of detail. Turn it on its side. Keep the little window. But again, you imagine place settings or cards. Your cards are going to be centre stage this Christmas because it's such a different shape. It's not the standard A5 square or the 6x6 square. You have got something so different. So if you're making and selling, which you can do, this is your business in a box. This is now, even if you've never brought any of the Clean and Simple range before, this could be your time where you think, do you know what, I am very tempted. I've got a lot of the Carnation craft dies already. You've got the vignettes. This is your time now to bring that in. Look at that beautiful poinsettia in there as well. And remember, with the vignettes, these are all hand drawn. These are all beautiful artwork that has been specially designed for this kit. But look how incredible these are. You might be making tags for Christmas presents for the kids and things like that. You've got Santas in there and all sorts that you can obviously use from your previous collections. But look at that. Don't have to use a lot. Your cards do not have to be full of everything. You can just add in whatever you want to do. But beautiful, as you can see, this is the Season Spirit card making kit, brand new, launching this hour. And like I say, we are back at 12, but we are hugely busy, and a lot of you are loving the new styles we've got. Now I think I'll do another little demo. Let's do another little demo, shall we? So let's find another one. So obviously I'm using the Clean and Simple, but I have also mixed in a little bit of the Spirit of Christmas again, because I just felt that worked really well with it.
Spirit of Christmas?
What is it?
Christmas awaits.
Christmas awaits.
You're mixing them up now.
I'm mixing them up. Christmas awaits. I do apologise. I don't work with the kits all the time, so sometimes I can't remember all the names. I am sorry. But yeah, Christmas awaits. Available on the website. It was launched a couple of weeks ago, so do have a look for that one. Now, this is where, again, I've got my card. And this one, when they launched Christmas awaits, this was one of the special dies. It was a really big rectangle one that was on the collection. I don't know what it was called. I just got a few of the little pieces and I thought I'll use those. Now, I've cut this to size because what I want to do is just add this behind. What's the matter, Miss Tasmit?
It's called the Winterberry Frame.
Winterberry Frame.
However, I believe it had sold out, and it's now on a pre-order from the 4th of July, so not long.
Not long. So this is on pre-order. Like I say, it does come as a large size, well, about that size, I would say. It is a large size of the actual die that comes, but I've just cut a piece off just to go, because I just thought, it looks like fretwork. It gives it a beautiful look on there. And you imagine if you would somebody's Christmas weddings, you could actually send them invitations with this. How fabulous would that look? Did think you've had them all custom made. Very fabulous. Now again, with this one, I've cut 2 of the largest triangles, and I'm going to use those. But if you wanted to as well, remember, if you piece these round and do a hinge, if you hinge it on the back, and it will stand up, and you'll have an even bigger one. So if you're wanting a centerpiece for a table, that would be great with those. Now I am going to put a score line on this one, but if you wanted to, you could use your little stabilizer, but I showed you that earlier. But I want to show you, if if you're in a rush and you haven't got time and you just think, I just want to make my cards, then this is the way to do it. But the stabilizer is the best thing to do. So I've just put a score line in that one. This is going to be glued onto here. Yes, you can use your red liner tape, but just align it with all the corners. But then you've got that wiggle room, which is a lot easier sometimes. Now, taking this one, I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the top of this one. Now, I did get a bit overzealous with this one. I'm going to have to get my tape out of my box, and I'm just going to add a little bit of the foam tape out the box. So I'm going to take a little bit of that because I do need a little bit of height and dimension out of that one. So just taking this out of here, let me get some of this ready, and I can use a little bit more of this because I wanted to show you. There you go. That's why the wiggle room is great with this one, but you can see that works so well. Now what I'm going to do is, that's why I'm not put any tape on it, because what I want to do is just put a little bit of glue just round here. And I have to say the glue is drying very, very fast, and if anybody's noticed, I'm getting redder and redder because it is so warm in here. So I do apologise if you're thinking, oh, Wheeler's a bit red today. There we go. So just adding that on to there. I'm going to give that a second or two to actually stick on there, but you can see with the fretwork how gorgeous this is. I'm going to use my foam on a roll. Now this piece, obviously I took this out, cut this, but this is the piece with the embossing on, so that's got that beautiful embossing on the gold cardstock. But do stock up on the embossed cardstock, because with that one it really works so well. Same with your glues and tapes. These are all specially sized to work with the sizing as well that you've got in your kit, because it's so engineered. You know, the team up at Carnation Crafts, you know, was so excited with this one, and the detail, you know, their products just get better and better. And also, you know, the design factor, because there's lots of exciting things that are coming through with Carnation Crafts. So, you know, you are in the right place at the right time. So all I'm doing now is adding this over the top, because hopefully my glue has now dried. But with this acetate behind it, vellum, if you put a lovely piece of vellum behind this, you could actually then make a beautiful, you know, I was showing you before, like if you hinged it all the way round, you could make your 4 pieces, hinge it, you could use the aperture, put vellum, and use a little tea light.
Do you know what you could do?
What could you do?
Now, sorry, I'm now
No,
treading on your
no.
toes. Now you said that, you could make little kind of almost advent calendar tree decorations.
Yes, you
and
could.
Put a present in each time.
Just make a square bottom, and then with a hinge on it, so you'd have to make like a square piece with a little flap on the edge, and you just glue it. But what you could also do, which I thought about, let's pretend, we're going to pretend now, okay, we're going rogue. Square, let me move that, square bottom, okay. If you put these on here, you could actually make an exploding box. And you could do that as well. But obviously if you've got dies that already do that, that's fine. But if you're, you know, you're a bit late to the party and you've not got those, you could do that as well. So just taking off my foam on a roll. And like I say, the one in the box is easy peel. You don't struggle with it. You can see it is easy to do. I'm just going to add this on to here. But look how perfect the alignment is with the dies. Like I say, there's no way I could do that in a million years. Even if I sat for days practicing, I couldn't. And if you're making a lot of cards this shape, I would lose the will to live. So having the dies that do it all for you is what it's all about. And look how stylish that looks. It looks so beautiful. Now, again, I took some of the embellishments from Winter Christmas Awaits. So instead of using it upright, I've done it that way, and I've cut some little pieces off because I wanted it to sit and dress along the card. So again, even if you've got, you know, too many other bits and you think, oh, it's too much, just snip it down. They've all got snippability to be able to cut down. With this one, I'm doing a thin layer of my pin flare glue gel just to give it dimension and for it to sit here. But you could use your foam pads in the kit by all means, but again, for speed, I'm just using this. But look how that white just shines through. It looks incredible. Then I took another piece, as you can see, and what I've done is this time I've actually cut some of the extra bits off, and this now is going to sit on there because I want to give it height and dimension. I'm not sitting it directly over the top because I don't want to decoupage it. I want it to give fullness, okay? So this is where now I'm adding that little bit of fullness. And again, don't mind that it goes over the edge. It will add to the beauty of it. Then this is one of the sprigs from that collection, and I just felt it needed then that height and that dimension to go up that way. What I'm also doing is using my wet glue just to anchor it while the glue's drying, just in certain areas. The rest of it, I'm quite happy if it moves, but with that, I just want to anchor it in certain points. Now again, little bits that I taken off there, I'm now going to thread this in underneath to fill this corner. so that doesn't look as sparse. So it's just those little bits you've cut off, so you're not technically wasting anything with any of this kit. Now again, I've taken my little robin because I love him. I think he's so cute and he's such the perfect size for all your projects. And I'm actually going to sit him like he's landing on the flower there, the Christmas rose. Now hopefully that again has given you inspiration to take away and think, I've got those bits, or I've got different elements that you can add in with that as well to give you that extra little bit of detail. The paneling behind that fretwork gives it a little twist and a detail, but like I say, that could be acetate. You could add snowflakes behind there. You could have a dangly snowflake if you want to, and I'm being rather naughty, but if you're in the mood for snowflakes, stay tuned. Maybe 2 o'clock today, I have got some special snowflakes I want to show you. If you want to take your die cutting to the next level, I have the hour for you at 2 o'clock, so tune in for that one. Now you can see, beautiful card, we've made it all happen, and that is with using the Clean and Simple beautiful collection that we have brought for you today. Very busy still on this one, and like I say, any questions, please get them in. We will be back at 12 o'clock to be able to show you all those as well. But with the collection, you're getting everything you need. Adhesive, you're getting the dies in there. Only thing you will need is your die cutting machine. A lot of you, I know already, have already got one of these. 2406114499. But like I say, start the journey now with Clean and Simple and add in your other bits, or just keep adding to it. It's a portfolio of inspiration, creativity, and it's a business in a box. You can make and sell as many as you like with that one. Now let's just spend the last few minutes showing you the inspiration. Look at some of these, but that's one where they've just left the aperture. So again, you could put vellum behind there. You might have some beautiful vellums, little animals behind there that I know a lot of you have got. The little mice, you might have the little lambs or the sheeps and things. You can add those in, but look at this. Adding that dimension on there really, really works well on your cards. Adding in, you know, your satin boards, keeping it clean and crisp and beautiful. Then look at this one with all the stars on it. I'm not being funny, but if somebody had, you know, congratulations, they've passed their driving test or something like that, yeah, the shape of the card, but it doesn't necessarily scream Christmas. You can make this whatever you want it to be. But look how fabulous. I was thinking as well, if it was for a birthday with a bow on it, you could make it look like a beautiful perfume bottle. Things like that. You could change it up and add in as much as you wanted with that one. Now again, you can stamp. You've got the stamps in there. Stamp on the background. Make your own beautiful designs on the back of there. Then add in your own colours, your own embellishments. Look at the stones. You've even got the positioning of the embossing detail where you can got placement for the stones. So if you want to do that, you can do that too. But then look at this. Think of all the grandchildren's cards you're going to be able to send with this, friends, family, and more. But it's a different shape. Let's make this Christmas about shape. Let's give it form. Let's give it something different that we can bring. And especially with Clean and Simple, season spirit, you have got the real spirit of Christmas right here with this collection. This is your Carnations collection hour of the new Clean and Simple. So if you want to get yours, pop over to the website and do that. We are going to be back at 12 noon, so hopefully you can join me then. But thank you so much for this morning, and I'll see you all later on. Take care. Bye-bye.